Why do executives need coaching? I get asked this quite often, and business executives will benefit from coaching for a multitude of reasons. And let me attack this in two sections. The first portion will be the sanitized MBA version that you'll find off of Google or after you throw it in the chat GPT blender. The second section will be what I call the Kurt version, what you are actually facing in your professional and personal life. So, and I do this because we all think differently, which is great. But the initial discussion of a confidential coaching relationship should include the real version of what a great executive coach should be implementing in his or her program. Uh, so here we go. The 5 bullet points for the first version, the sanitized version. Number one, personal growth and leadership development. Coaching helps executives enhance their leadership skills, such as decision making, communication, and conflict resolution, for example. All of these are crucial for leading teams and organizations effectively. Coaching provides a safe space for executives to reflect on their goals, their values, their beliefs, helping them to develop a deeper understanding of themselves and their motivations to reach that next level. The second is skill enhancement. Executives can use coaching to improve specific skills relevant to their role, such as strategic thinking, communication, time management, team building, etc. Number four is navigating challenges, and these are specific challenges that coaches can help executives navigate through, such as organizational change, interpersonal conflict, transitions with your team, etc. Coaches do that by providing the guidance and support and experience as they've typically been through that before and can lead the executive through that challenge. Number four, very, very critical, is accountability. Coaches will hold and should hold executives accountable for their goals, for their actions, and help them stay focused and motivated, pinpoint motivation to achieve their objectives. And number five, simply a fresh perspective. Coaches provide an external perspective that can challenge the executive's assumptions and encourage them to stir that pot and think up new ideas, new approaches to solve that issue. So that's kind of the canned version, the very sanitized version. It's all true. It's all really good stuff. But I've learned that once we get into a coaching relationship, we really get down to the stuff, as I say. So let's get down to what the 5 points, what I find and have found and proven true to be consisting of what a coaching relationship really gets down to. And it's number one, the biggest, is I believe that the CFO position is the loneliest position out there. And it's extremely beneficial to have a trained, experienced ear who understands what you're going through from a personal and professional standpoint. From the CFO position, you can't complain or you can't bring quote unquote unsolvable issues downstream to your team. You'll show weakness and you'll lose that power. Obviously, you can't complain upstream for obvious reasons to your CEO, the board, et cetera, the shareholders. Sideways has political ramifications, as I'm assuming we've all found out. Um, Opening up at home is great, but it's never solution based. It's typically emotional based. Your spouse, your significant other, your family is looking to support you, which is great. But we're looking for solutions here to move past and to grow and to transition. And I'm sure your friends like mine, it's great to sit at the pub and get that significant insight as to how you should solve your problems. I remember Norm from Cheers always had great input, but let's use that for entertainment purposes only. And um, back to the point of an experienced coach who has sat in that CFO chair and had success with these issues is a huge advantage to being successful in your current position. Number two, there are realistically 5 main issues that I found in my 10 years of coaching and 20 some odd years as in the C level that compromise about 95% of the difficult or negative issues. And having a systematic answer to attack these issues will not only save you time, but keeps these items from ballooning and blowing up in your face. And realistically, the top 3 issues that I found over time are the CEO CFO relationship, your team's performance, and bandwidth and resource allocation, meaning time and people. Why don't I have enough people to get these jobs done? I don't have to expand on these issues right now because I'm sure you live on those through a daily basis. A keynote here, check through my other videos on my YouTube channel as they grow, because I have specific solutions and thought process that advance these issues to solution on these specific items. Moving on to number 3, the mental aspects of the job. Looking at stress management, accountability, head trash, frustrations, politics, drama, you name it. There are proven techniques, and these are required, that will need to be specifically tailored to meet your specific and individual situation. Coaching and mentoring often dives into the mental and emotional aspects of our human brain. It does not simply revolve around getting the monthly close done by BD, whatever the goal is. We dive into the emotions, the whys, the wheres, and the hows, and it's solution based. Number 4 is the independence and confidentiality. You don't necessarily want to rely on an internal member of the team or a board member for your confidential mentorship, as this inevitably will come back to bite you in the ass. Having the ability to fully discuss names, issues, fears, situations in confidence without the fear of retribution is a huge requirement to adequately address and solve the issues to the best of our ability. And lastly, number 5 is our personal and professional lives are so intertwined. We can no longer separate our professional lives from our personal lives with everything going on, and vice versa. If you're having difficulties at home, it will no doubt negatively affect your day in your professional job, and vice versa again. So being able to address both at the same time is required to optimize both of these large aspects of your life. And I tell my clients before we agree and enter into a relationship, be prepared to open up in strict confidence, in a strictly confidential setting, in order to solve your problems and conquer your opportunities. This takes a specific skill set from the coach to be able to address the personal and the professional lives. So, in summary, overall, coaching can help business executives become effective leaders, achieve their professional goals, and lead more fulfilling careers, regardless of what lens you look for, as we've discussed in this video. Thanks.